Nationwide statistics are made up of individual people, or in this case, families. In 2014, it was revealed that nationwide 500,000 problem families were costing the taxpayer £30 billion a year. So let's take a county in England, in this case Essex, and let's take a town in Essex, in this case Basildon. It is estimated here that there are 422 families with complex needs, each family costing the public purse £139,000 per year.
So how can these families in communities like Basildon be encouraged to improve their situation? Well, Essex County Council have a vision that its residents are in fact part of a resilient community of active citizens who are willing and able to take responsibility for their own well-being.
The Community Builder Programme. It's designed to improve connections between individuals and therefore across the community, as well as building a better understanding of the community's ability to find local solutions for local problems.
The Community Builder prototypes work because they start from the basis that we all have talents and skills that can be unleashed. We all have strengths and assets that we should tap into more. It also works because it doesn't assume that what works in one location will work elsewhere. It's all about locally driven answers to local solutions.
This approach is known as Asset-Based Community Development, or ABCD. Healthy Living Solutions are a social enterprise that specialise in asset-based community development. They have been working in partnership with Basildon Borough Council on a pilot scheme using the Community Builder approach.
Our work is really intensive and it's bespoke. We work with the individual. Everyone's different and everyone works and will change at different paces, and the programmes are very much looking at what that individual needs and tailoring it to their needs.
It was decided that the HLS pilot scheme would take place in the Basildon district of Lee Chapel North. In the latest Index of Multiple Deprivation, IMD, Lee Chapel North was ranked nationally in the bottom 5% of deprived areas. The issues facing this community are many and include poor educational attainment, low aspiration, lack of qualifications, and families struggling to provide good food.
With these issues in mind, it was decided that the Community Builder programme would concentrate primarily on
improving educational attainment and aspiration in Lee Chapel North.
They devised a series of tailor-made programmes to help parents and children believe that their own actions could change their lives.
The JETS programme was devised to address the challenges that families were facing around low aspirations and educational attainment. The project looks at all areas, so it looks at the child, the family and the school, and we know that if you address those things holistically, that's where big changes happen. So the children's activity element of the JETS programme is really about getting them to have lots of fun but build confidence, self-esteem, social skills, and raising their aspirations and encouraging them to try and to explore new things. The Child and Parent Cookery Club is a fantastic element of the JETS programme. Families love it because they're tasting new foods they've never tasted before, they're doing things that they wouldn't do at home together, they're getting that quality time where they cook, learn and play. Their relationships really, really grow as a result of this programme.
But because one of my children suffers from ADHD, there was a few children that were invited to take part in a after-school club for cooking. We learnt how to work together and we learnt how to work as a team, and it actually made our relationship a lot closer because we bonded, because it was time for me and him to do something together and something that we both enjoyed doing.
The JETS project was a fantastic success. We saw huge changes in individuals and the families, and it really has been a catalyst for further projects.
With the momentum of JETS behind them, and most importantly the community engaged, HLS continued to develop the Community Builder programme, with more ideas designed to improve the lifestyles and well-being of the families of Lee Chapel North.
The Parent Connector programme really came off the back of the JETS programme being so successful with parents who suddenly had made some positive changes and wanted to continue that. So the Parent Connector programme is about parents connecting with other parents to make changes.
So the Parent Connectors have really forged links within the school, allowing us to have our own PTA, giving some of our parents fantastic confidence and opportunities to find work in the community. And some of the parents that we are now involved are actually working for the Parent Connectors scheme. So the homeschool link provided by the opportunity of Parent Connectors has really helped our school move forward and develop our liaison with parents.
I joined the Parent Connectors idea that came up a few months back, and it just made me realise if you want to do something, there's the help out there to back you up. If you've got that little bit of help, then you can do anything you want to do.
The mobile creche is a creche for mums and parents, led and managed by mums and parents. And what's so fantastic about it is it gives the opportunity for people who can't normally access services because they don't have childcare to do so. The other beauty of the programme is that it gives people the opportunity to volunteer, to find out about childcare as a profession and a career. So we have mums working and volunteering their time to do this, but also with a view to this might be the career for them, and we give them the encouragement and the tools and the first step to get into childcare as a profession. The Jet Starts programme is a programme for women, so we know that there are common issues that women want to address, such around weight loss, improving their health and well-being, and having a bit of me time, some time out. So we've got activities from walking, swimming, yoga, team games and fun games that give them the opportunity to do that within school hours with the creche, so they can actually access them at the times that are convenient for them.
All successful projects created with the philosophy that the residents themselves hold the key for lasting change in their community.
It looks to harness community capacity as opposed to receiving funding from public sector. Because what happens is when you take that funding away, that deficit still exists within the community. So what we're seeking to achieve with this project is aiming to fill that hole with the community themselves so that they can do things for both their own families individually and also for the wider community.
You know, there are people that want to make changes in their local areas, and they just need to find that portal to be able to have the confidence to move forward with it.
I was quite happy just sitting in my comfort zone, being the person I've become. But I knew there was more to me than that. I was worth more than that. And I think by joining the programme has managed to show me that that is who I really am, and I can be whoever I want to be.
It made me realise the way to think in a different way, to see things in a different way.
It has brought us closer together as a family, to understand each other, to understand each other's needs, to give us the confidence that we need, and to be able to understand, you know, that there is more to life. You just got to get out there and do it.
It is amazing how it can turn you around.
It's proven that where you can harness the power of children, parents and the wider community, that you can deliver some sustainable change within the local area.
Change in people leads to change in their family, which can lead to big change in the community.
National statistics are made up of individual people.